What do we look like as puppets? Let's find out. Hello, Fresno. Today we're going to have a little bit of fun and see what we would look like as puppets. That sounds weird.
Yeah.
But
I kind of like it.
I kind of like it, yeah.
Yeah.
I already look like a puppet.
Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Dakota.
Hey guys, do you want to? You want to know what feels like? It feels like this. Every episode. Last season, it was me saying a Michael Jordan strain of diarrhea amount of points, and this one is just gonna be just this.
It's
my bid for this season. You're welcome.
It's mouse scritches.
Yeah.
You get your scritches. You get those scritches.
Am I a mouse or am I a puppet? Show up in the comments.
Also, this is going to be a test of basic artistic ability, which I'm pretty terrible at.
I think just motor functions is really what it's going to be a test.
Yeah.
And our ability to follow instructions.
That too. That too. And really the patience of our guest.
Yes.
The patience of our guest.
Although our guest is a very, very nice person, and I can't wait to bring her on because she has graciously agreed to come on her own free time and teach us how to do this puppet thing that we keep talking about. So without any further ado...
I once read a billboard that said that our guest was the Gordon Ramsay of puppet making.
Gordon Ramsay of puppet making. I believe it.
Yeah.
So
and that she flies off the handle very quickly.
And has one of the best British accents I've ever heard.
That's right. And makes everything in cast iron. She makes everything in cast iron.
You're putting a lot of expectations on there right now.
So with no more ado and no gilding the lily, that's my reference to A Knight's Tale.
Nice.
Paul Bettany.
Well done.
Love
well
it.
done.
Yes.
Well done.
Here's our guest, Kimi.
Puppet time.
Alrighty, folks. So here we are after a little bit of a reset. We have our guest, Kim Houston, prop master extraordinaire. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Kim.
Talk much?
Rented lips. Sorry.
My name's Kim. I say things. No, I do props for local theaters and sometimes local filmmakers. I've worked on a movie that's actually on Amazon, by the way. It's really fun.
What movie is it?
It's called Dead Voices.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Well, yeah. A movie. It's a movie. Yeah. But my props in it, so totally watch it.
Yeah.
Totally watch it. But yeah, no.
I'm going to go home and watch it.
Yeah.
Today.
Our props are great.
I just kind of got into it as a hobby, but then it just kind of became a career, and now I kind of do it like mostly full time, and it's a lot of fun. I really love, showing these things to people, so I'm really excited you guys want to learn how to make puppets, because more people should make puppets, damn it.
Of themselves, at least.
Yeah.
They're fun.
So give us a rundown on how this is going to work today.
Okay, so I traced the patterns, or we got the patterns traced, I should say, on the foam. You guys are going to cut the pieces out. Then you guys are going to trace the mouth pieces, cut those out. We're going to assemble everything. And then I have my little bag of mystery over here with some stuff that we can, actually like add some features and whatever you want to do.
Sweet.
Well, this may take a little bit of time, Bert.
So do we start with the foam then?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're going to start with cutting out. This right here is basically the puppet heads.
Okay.
So right here we have the mouth. This is the neck, and then these two pieces right here will be glued together to make the dome. So once it all comes together, it's going to have more of a dome shape.
Okay.
So have the whole shape of the head.
Oh, cool.
And am I cutting out both pieces?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and join you guys.
Sorry, Kimmy.
For what?
She thought I was going to be on the screen for puppet time, too.
I know, you're making me do the work.
But
I just thought I got to
Bryan
come
and
and
Eddie-
drink and just watch. No, I'm kidding.
Bryan and Eddie say I can't play with puppets anymore.
It's like Gordon Ramsay doesn't have to cook on his own shows.
Well, dude, it's like we keep saying, you're not even supposed to be
I've
here.
been building this specific style of puppet
Ooh.
before. This sort of Felton friend.
I think since 2018 at least.
Mhm.
Like, at least, I think you were one of the first people I made puppets for, like outside of just my own like interest and joy.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. And then no, after that, like I just kind of like now I make my own patterns and stuff for the puppets. Like I actually like take clay and actually like shape everything, or I'll 3D print things out and then make patterns from that. And yeah, so I've built like what we're doing is like kind of like a generic Muppet type of puppet, you know, like what you would see Jim Henson like have on any of the movies or even Sesame Street, like, you know.
What are some notable puppets that you've built that you are a fan of?
I've done?
Oh yeah, I know you built a fair amount of puppets in different styles. So
I made the eels from Little Mermaid, Flotsam and Jetsam, and that I had to make my own pattern for. And then I've done Audrey too.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that one's one of my favorites.
In all of her stages.
all three of the, I was gonna say. And you and I were having a conversation about the process of like building a plant, because they go from like sapling to fully grown essentially, and that fully grown is probably like 20 feet, something like that.
Ooh, no, I don't think I got anything that big, but they can get pretty gnarly. Like I do eventually want to build like the giant mechanism and actually like have it like a slide built into it to where someone could like slide out of it and stuff. So eventually. But baby steps, because I also have to be aware of like what my capabilities are.
Oh, and also like, I mean, what budget looks like and things like that. Like that's
and it's also like the space of which it's going to be in. Is it completely functional to move backstage without it getting ruined? So there's a lot of things
elements,
that go into it.
100%.
Another goal of mine is I want to actually build the dragon from Shrek the Musical, like the one that they have on the actual like
the like pipe.
With the triggers on the handle and stuff, so that way it blinks it. I would eventually love to build that. So I actually have the framework for the body like in my storage unit, but I haven't like gotten very far on it.
Yeah, the head mechanism seems to be pretty tricky.
Yeah, and also it's a weight issue, because I'm pretty sure like what I made the frame with doesn't like, it's too heavy. I think like I thought I was going light with the PVC I was using, but once everything was all assembled, it's just too wonky. So I got to figure out a way to like maybe carve the frame out of just actual foam and then just put fabric and stuff over it. I don't know, like it's something I haven't put a lot of research into how to correct, because then the hyperfocus sets in.
Exactly. Speaking of hyperfocused, how those cuts looking, boys? Show us what your cuts are looking like.
Mine looks
decent.
It's okay. Like, don't worry about any imperfections, because ultimately you're going to put fabric over them, so they're not going to see any, like, if you have glue in the wrong spot or anything. So that's why I tell everybody, don't stress about that.
Cool. Okay.
All right.
So we have our heads cut out?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move to the mouthpieces.
Okay.
I gave you each one of these.
Okay, here's Sharpies.
And so, with your Sharpies, you're going to cut out two. One for the bottom, one for the top. They do not have to be different sizes.
Okay.
We trace this?
Yeah, so try to, what I recommend is positioning it to where you can actually get both on there. I do have extra cardboard, but usually I try to like, feng shui it, I guess, to work.
Fun fact, boys, when you get into the actual manipulation of those puppets, you're going to want to just move the bottom jaw, because you've never seen an actual person talk with their top jaw before, like throwing their head back when they talk. That look crazy.
Don't tell that to Kermit.
You don't know very many Canadians, do you?
I've never... Terrence! Yeah, no, I don't know very many Canadians. Bryan is, I think, the closest thing to a Canadian that I know.
What makes me partially Canadian?
And he's just very, very polite is all that is. And just emotionally self-aware of, like, others is really
It's funny.
I think that's a compliment.
I think so, thank you.
I think they're all compliments is really what they are.
I'm not left-handed. This part is awkward.
Eddie has begun the struggling part of the afternoon.
Everything's just fine.
So yeah, just once you have that trace, go ahead and get it all cut out.
Probably, the internet wisdom and everything, like probably my favorite is, in order to be good at something, you have to like not be afraid to suck at it to start.
Someone wants
I've got that covered.
There we go. Yeah, me too.
What was it they said at Adventure Time? The first step to being awesome at something is failing.
There you go.
Yeah. Someone once said something to me. Let's get a little deep in my ASMR today. Someone once said something to me, and it was, something that's held through to me, and it's failure is the description of an event and not a state of being.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Everyone, take that in with your puppet today. Just really ruminate on that.
All right, so we are done with the mouthpiece. So now we're gonna assemble the head. So we have 2 little things of glue over there. And
Okay.
Here, let me go ahead and maybe you guys can get some product. This is honestly my go-to for puppet making, for prop making in general, because what's cool about this stuff is once you put it on, just give it a little, especially like with summer heat and stuff, like give it a chance to dry a little bit, and then it's tacky, and you literally just put the pieces together and it's stuck.
Oh, cool.
So it's like a real quick process. You don't have to wait very long for the glue to dry, and like, oh no, will it open?
Hello Fresno is sponsored by glue.
Here, thank you.
Brian Manhands debates to the rescue.
I think we need Eddie Manhands debates.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got married, guys, in the off-season.
I took his name. Of course.
Here.
You guys, you married sisters is what it was.
Yeah. Huh?
There's an one right
Yeah.
there.
When Eddie and I were working together at Riley's,
Boom.
he was
Nice.
notorious for tightening things such that I could not open them.
Is we're gonna start with the top of the head first.
Okay.
Is there some other little brushes over there?
There are, yeah.
Okay.
Right here.
Let me go and see one of those.
Okay.
So, it doesn't take a lot. You just do a light brushing and get all along the edges. The edges right here are the most important part because this way you don't have to worry about the seals opening up.
Okay.
So yeah, once we do those, so once you do the inside of this one, just put off to the side and move
Okay.
to this one, and then we'll come back and put everything together.
And as any good marine life therapist will tell you, the most difficult thing is keeping the seals from opening up. They are just telling you everything.
Hey Brian, that was a stretch. Also, I just like how I didn't actively see it, but like as you began to tell that joke, I was like, oh, I think I know when his gears started turning on this one. Since we're sort of chatting here, Bryan, Eddie, what was your guys' first experience with puppets like in your life?
Ooh, good question.
I mean, Muppets are puppets, right?
They
Yeah,
are puppets,
absolutely.
So it's got to be Jim Henson.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's got to be Labyrinth.
Mm.
Oh, I love Labyrinth.
Because I saw that super duper young.
Do you know that Jim Henson also built David Bowie's crotch for that
Yes,
movie?
yes.
Did he really?
He did.
he
Yeah,
had-
it
he-
wiggles sometimes if
he
you
has-
really look at it.
He has a piece in his crotch. Yes.
Yeah, and that's a Henson original right there.
I never knew that.
Yeah, you can. Well, you might still not know it. I don't know.
He might just be making it up. Who knows?
I might just be doing
And I'm
that
like,
thing.
and that's where
where
I'm torn. It's like, are you tricking me to go home and watch Labyrinth and hyper focus on
On
David Bowie's
David
crotch? Because I
Bowie's
don't
crotch.
need help with that.
I think I want everyone to hyper focus on David Bowie's
Yeah. So,
So I'm behind.
no, you're fine.
I'm like being like super meticulous about it.
No, you're totally fine. Honestly, it's because I've done this so often, so now I'm just like,
Well, he's done too.
Well, I saw her waving 2 of them.
just have fun with it, you guys. That's the best part of this. Just have fun.
See,
we're gonna
well,
have some pup. Oh wait, no,
yeah,
I
but
missed
you
some spots.
you don't
I missed
understand.
some spots.
You don't understand, Kim. This is a competition. This dude is trying to beat me at something, and I have to try and not let him.
Eddie, if you think Eddie, this
Yes.
is God.
Yes, sir.
If you think like that, it's going to affect your art. Brian, you didn't talk about your first puppet.
Probably either Labyrinth or Sesame Street. Yeah, for sure.
So I'll pose this question then: is there a specific character that like holds like weight in your mind from that sort of period?
From
For both of you.
I always loved Ludo.
Oh, Ludo.
Yeah, he's the big, huge, you know. And then my favorite character on Sesame Street was just Grover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Grover's a bop. Eddie?
Favorite?
Yeah, just ones that are notable, like.
Oh man, I can't. For the life of me, I just blanked on his name. Is it Rolf?
Yes,
the,
the dog.
the dog that played piano.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
Rolf,
yeah.
absolutely.
Loved Rolf.
Yeah.
Loved Rolf. That was
Yeah.
my dude. That was my dude.
Kimmy, any notable puppets from your past?
Well, I was one of those children that ran all the way home from school just so I can catch Fraggle Rock on Disney.
Ooh, love it.
Nice.
Love it.
Come to Fraggle Rock. No, I'm just a big, like, Muppet fan in general. Like, I love Sam the Eagle. Like, I know it's the most obscure one, but he just cracks me the hell up.
He's just so staunch, and I think that's what's funny about him.
He has one of my favorite moments from the Muppet Christmas Carol because it's the American way. And then they're like, Sam, and he goes, oh, right, it's the British way. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, one of the funniest damn lines.
The mouths look good.
Yes. Okay, so we have our pieces glued, and see, as you can see.
Oh.
So now you're just going to put those pieces together, but also be aware of the curvature of your puppet head because they all kind of curve one way. So you want to go the opposite end with one of them, just so that way you can actually connect everything and it'll have that roundness.
Okay.
Kind of like in sewing. I don't know if your wives sew, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I just like that question. Your wife so? Question mark. Also, to all the viewers, we had a fan and an air conditioner running in here earlier, but the sound was too much. But now I want to let everyone know that from the smell of this glue, we are just going to be so high by the end of this episode.
Yeah. I was just sitting here as you guys were talking, like, I didn't warn them about the fumes.
I also didn't think...
That's great.
You notice how close I'm keeping it to my face.
I was just about to say...
It's going to be a 20-minute episode of Eddie going...
Oh, good. I'm among my people.
Eddie doesn't know if he, like... why he likes the foam so close, but he's just like, I just have this fixation.
I'm just so drawn in.
This is my huffing ASMR.
How you will know is you can put them together, and if they're going to connect, then you did it right.
Okay, I think so.
Okay, so next step is we're going to put glue right here.
Okay.
So the top, and then on their chinny chin chins.
Okay.
Okay.
Say boom, boom, boom. Let me say whale.
Say boom.
Whale.
Whale. I was thinking the
I
party
could watch
was.
that video over and over of the guy that got his cat going.
I
And
don't think I've seen that
he
one.
spliced it in. I just watched it over and over. It's great.
3 hours later.
This should be quicker though, because this is less surface area.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, and then you
lagging
just put the
behind you guys, man. You're
It's
gonna
all
win
good,
this
it's
one.
all
You're gonna
good.
win this episode too, dude. Like it's.
Oh, so you guys do actually have a competition, like, each episode, or?
It didn't
Sometimes.
start out that way, but it did at the same time.
Well, of course it did.
It started out because we started out with 90s Trivial Pursuit, and I
Oh,
won
yeah,
just
yeah.
barely.
Just barely.
Just barely. I squeaked
And
one
I think
out.
it was probably on a technicality on my
I think
end
it
because I
was.
was like, ha ha ha! I'm the game master. I can give and take away everything. And Eddie has a big beard, and I know I'll never have that, so I'm just
So he's jealous.
I'm just constantly in this unspoken like resentment I have, not for Eddie, but his facial hair.
Yeah, and then just same as last time, just when you're ready, just go ahead and put the pieces together. And if not everything's stuck together, that's fine. I usually just do like light pinching.
I got kicked out of a Walmart once for doing light pinching.
I knew there was going to be a joke. I was like, I just set up.
You know, that's the reason
I'm glad
why
somebody took it.
I don't go on road trips anymore, is because I take
Okay,
too
I'm
long in the
lost.
bathroom, and I have
Okay,
to.
so since you did this part
Do
first,
some
go
light-
ahead and
do
start
a
with the
firm
top.
pinch?
You're going to just
Yeah.
basically
Light
line all the
pinch. It's a
edges
light
up
pinch.
and then just put it together.
like that.
Yeah.
And then.
Yep, basically. So just start at one end, whatever end you prefer, and then just kind of like roll it, and then just kind of push everything together as you're going.
You know, Kimmy, I just noticed from seeing Brian's, this is a cool little template for like a knight's like a headpiece. Yeah, but but like it could also be like just that sort of pattern for like a what is there a specific? There's someone's gonna tell me the name for like a knight's like headpiece helmet.
Oh,
There's
I don't
probably
know
a
the-
name for
but
it.
the helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and yeah, you totally could, because like I said, I've used this pattern for other things too. Like
A cowl, if you will.
yeah, there you go. You could actually, like, you just have to super enlarge it, but yeah, you could actually
So that a
use
human
it.
head could fit into it, yeah.
Honestly, I kind of want to enlarge the pattern in such a way that I can actually like a mascot costume.
Oh,
out of
yeah.
Nice.
That'd be super
Nice.
cool.
And then these two ends go together.
it. Just like that.
Instead of Gritty, it'd be Kimmy. It'd be great.
Come here.
Just walk around like this.
Kimmy, what would you want to look like as a mascot?
Ooh, well, I really want to make a, like, full-on, intricate, like, fully detailed, like, Oogie Boogie for Halloween one year.
Oh my gosh.
And I want to make
How
it out of
much?
foam so that I could put the actual, like, burlap over it
How
and
much?
it not be uncomfortable because I hate the texture.
How
of
much
burlap.
you want for that?
And that's gonna.
How much you want for that?
Yeah,
I'll buy that for
yeah, I think that's what I was
$200.
If the work I put into it, that's going to be quite a few $100s.
I was gonna say,
Like,
well, I mean, if it's a full body foam, we'll do the math. And let
yeah,
everyone know.
I would have to sit down and actually go over the materials because I stopped myself from doing this because then if it's like, oh, that's doable, guess what I'm doing?
And then you know what I would, if I was commissioning that, I'd be a weirdo and I'd be like, can you put green lights in the mouth?
Well. What have we here?
No, I want
you
to. Like,
light up
it's
the
gonna
mouth? Yeah.
glowing mouth. I'm gonna put like little animatronics that like the worms will
Look
wiggle.
like absolutely.
Why did he just sound like Buffalo Bill?
Have I
Make
been,
me a suit.
Have I been Buffalo Bill the entire time?
Goodbye, horses.
Is she a great big oogie boogie?
You want to make me
it.
a
I was
suit?
working through it in my head.
Does she have green wiggles?
Got
All right,
that?
so you got your heads.
Okay.
As you can see, you can already see like.
Yeah.
So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our cardboard pieces, and we're going to put glue all along the mouth right here,
Okay.
and along right here. Just cover this whole section.
Okay.
But then for this piece, you're gonna put it on the outer layer, like not as thick as that, but there, and then also on the edges here.
Okay.
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 So we have our pieces. So real quick, watch me. So what we're gonna do is you wanna push this all the way to the back, but put it on the edge. You see how I'm not getting it all the way to the end? Because what we're going to do is once we have it placed, we're going to actually fold it up like this and make lips.
Oh.
Okay.
Because then it attaches better and then it has a more clear or like a more solid attachment, if that makes sense. So that way it doesn't pop through like through the fabric or anything.
Show the
There you
camera,
go.
Eddie. Show the people at home. Oh yes, that's
That
really
looks great.
clean.
Lips over.
Then you're like, just kidding. You guys are really gonna think about NoHo Hank now.
Yeah.
Hey Eddie, I like when you first had the puppet together and you were just looking at it and smiling, and it's like a glimpse at mortality. the man and his
He was
puppet.
going full Geppetto.
He wa-
You know.
You know, there's a thing in kabuki theater when you're putting on your makeup and you really like look at yourself as you're putting it on. I think he was taking that tactic with the puppet. He's got like really look upon the face of himself.
So this is gonna sound very creepy what I'm about to say. I know it sounds creepy every time, but I have some puppet skins for you guys. Oh, sorry. Put it over the mic. So
Think of them like putting a skin on a car and not like Buffalo Bill skin. That wasn't even Buffalo Bill. I don't even know who that was.
which one do you pick?
Oh, the lighter one.
This one?
Yes.
All
I was
right.
gonna say I should have the lighter one of these two. Yeah.
I just thought that.
I'm pretty darn pale.
Because I was like, my head doesn't match my body.
My brain stop for a minute. Okay, so with that, we're gonna so you're not gonna hurt these if you push on them, as you
Okay.
can see.
Okay.
So just kind of push on them to push them through. What I recommend is using the mouth like as a handle to get it over. And then once you have it situated, just take the mouth out and then just wrap it around.
Bryan, say hello. Yeah, that's good. Now remember what I was talking about, Bryan. You got to use that bottom jaw.
No.
Yeah, you see,
No.
how your thumbs controlling that? Yeah, you just got to drop your thumb down.
Yes.
Now, yeah, you guys just have fun. So you can use these for the eyes. I have felt and everything, so it's just about placement.
Okay.
And whoops, what I usually like to do, and this is what I tell my students, like just so that way little hands, they don't burn themselves, because we know how children are.
They have little hands.
If you notice when you place it, if you turn it like this, then you get an indent of it, and then you just glue around there, and then just place it when you're ready.
Okay.
So,
Look at their soulless eyes. Look
felt.
at them, their
Ooh,
soulless eyes.
felt.
Join us.
So you guys can decide how you want your facial features, how you want to do. You can use this for like the eyes, any color you want. You can also use some spare fabric I have over here to make eyelids, or you can have different color eyelids, because Jim Henson would do that with some of his puppets. Like, heck, Miss Piggy, she wears makeup, so she has like usually purple or pink.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can do whatever you want to do, and yeah, just have fun with it.
Now's the
What I like to do also for the nose is I'll take a ping pong ball and I'll put some fabric over it and then glue it and then kind of boom.
Nice.
So you can do stuff like that. Or you can take even some scrap foam and you can make noses out of that.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do. No, for the cosmetic stuff, you can use the hot glue because it's not as crucial for it not falling apart. It's because of the structure and the way that you maneuver it, it keeps it together more.
Oh,
Hold.
okay, I got you.
So hot glue is totally fine for the features.
That's what friends are for, aren't they?
Okay,
To put their friends' noses back on, right?
Right, okay.
Sure.
Put
Okay.
my nose back on.
Lean down, Bert.
Okay.
Lean down.
Right.
How about right there? How's that, Bert?
Ernie.
Hi. Hey there, folks. So, this is what's going on. I feel like this episode was a success. What do you think? I really like it. I mean, I can't express how happy I am with how I look right now. Don't I look really good?
Personally, I think I've never looked better myself. What about you, Dakota? What do you think?
I have no arms! Where are my arms?
None of us do, bud.
Where are my glasses?
We'll fix it. We'll fix it in post. We'll fix it in post. Post is where it's at. That's right.
I have my glasses, but I have no arms.
So, can we get Kim in here one more time? Can we get a little bit of something going on here?
Kim, where are my arms?
Yes.
Hi. So, Kim, thank you so much for just having a little bit of fun with us. Let's close things out here. Where can we find you on the socials? You know, I've never really done puppeteering. As you can see, sometimes I'm talking, my mouth's not moving. What's your next project?
I'll be working with the Summer Arts Center for their upcoming season. I think I'm going to be starting off with Pippin, which will be coming out.
Pippin!
And then we have a really cool D&D theme show coming out called She Kills Monsters.
I'm really looking forward to that one.
I love D&D.
But yeah, I'm on all social media as Kimi Vermillion, so yeah, you can come check out my work, and then you can also hit me up for any pointers. I'm happy to help.
Sounds awesome.
Dakota.
The God above me didn't give me arms.
I'll help with the glasses right now. No, honestly,
We'll see you next time.
Oh, wait. I forgot something.
What? Oh, yeah, no, we hang on.
honestly, you guys did a really good job too. For your first time making puppets, these look fantastic. I'm really impressed.
There it is! Hey, right? Okay, so, that's a wrap, I think, right?
Yeah, I would say it's a wrap.
All right, so Don't forget to click like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will try to put Kim's info in the show notes and the whatnot. Bye!